See the connection. See the camera. What's this? What is out here? Come on, 2, 3 times. 19 miles. Nobody can come on. Good morning. Who's on? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hey, Brandy, God bless you. There is somebody. I made several attempts to come on this morning. I was wondering where everybody was. Good morning, Brandy. God bless you. Yeah, usually everybody is on time. So I don't know what was the deal. I made several attempts to get on, and I didn't get anybody. So this was my third attempt. And so I only got you this morning. So I don't know if it's a power outage or anything going on over there, but usually everybody is on time at our 11 o'clock. And so I don't know what's the deal with everybody. Maybe they're taking a late lunch or, yeah, they'll probably come on a little bit later. They're starting to come on now. Yeah. I was wondering what was going on. Made several attempts to try to get everybody. Yes. And so far I just got you. So I don't know. I've been trying to come on ever since about 15 till. Yeah, you're the only one that came on. Come on in, everybody. Y'all know the drill. I'm always kind of early. Come on in. This is my third attempt trying to come on and get everybody. Yes. Because they usually be on time. Yes. Yeah, they're usually on time. Thank you, sweetie. God bless you. Thank you for subscribing. We're going to get ready to start at 11 o'clock. I was trying to give everybody a chance to kind of come on. I'm usually on about 15 till, and people start showing up, but I was wondering what was going on this morning. I didn't see anybody, and I was like, what's going on? So I don't know what's going on this morning. I'm gonna give it another few minutes before everybody can kind of come on. Yeah, I was wondering what was going on because I didn't see anybody. Yeah. Thank you so much. We'll give it a few more minutes, okay? Because it'd be a lot more people. I don't know if they're running late or they got caught up at lunch or something, but it's usually a lot more on than this. So yeah. So I don't know what's going on. Come on in, everybody. They know I'm about 15 minutes I'm early. Yeah, 15 minutes I'm early. So yeah, this was my third time trying to catch everybody, and I couldn't catch everybody. So this was like my third time. Yeah. God is so good. I was about to get ready to close it out. And then I said, okay, I must go one more time. And I saw you come on. Yeah, we usually be packed before 11. They usually packed. So I don't know where everybody is. I don't know if they're taking a late lunch or what's going on today. But it usually be packed. Yes. We'll see. We'll give it a few minutes and see. If we don't get everybody for whatever reason, what we'll do, we'll cancel this word. And we'll try to put it down for later or tomorrow, because I want to make sure everybody hear it. Because a lot of people that said that they wanted to hear the word today. So we'll see, okay? If regardless, you'll get it, okay? So we'll give it another couple of minutes just in case people are running late. If I don't get nobody to come on, we'll push the word back until tomorrow. We'll just push everything back. Yeah, because it's usually be packed at my 11 o'clock. So I'm just trying to see what was going on. Is somebody having any issues or anything? I haven't heard of a power outage or anything. So I don't know what's going on right now. But we'll give it a couple more minutes, okay, and see if anybody come on. I don't wanna do it and if most people miss it. Yeah, so we'll just give it another couple of minutes before I do it and make sure everybody can come on and get what they need to get. Yeah, so we'll see. We'll just see if people if they want to come on a little bit later or something. Okay. Thanks for coming on. Yeah, we'll give it another minute or so. 'Cause I'm actually shocked. Because I have several people that straight up they come first, be first ones on. So I'm actually trying to see what's going on. Was it a power outage or anything? Come on in, everybody. Come on in. Come on in. Y'all know I'm here. Come on in. If you're new, please say hi. Let me know who's watching. Because I'm thinking about redoing this word today. If I don't get a lot of you back on, so just let me know. There's Cynthia. Girl, I was about to thinking about canceling it. I tried about 3-4 times coming on. Because, sometimes I'll come on like 10:45, 10:50. And I didn't get nobody. And I was like, you know what? Maybe I should just cancel it. So I even thought about canceling it. Yes, girl. I thought about canceling it. And still, it's after 11. I still don't have everybody on that said that they were coming on. So yeah, it's still not everybody on. So I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna give it another minute or so. We might push it back, girl. We might push it back. I've been trying since about 10:45, 10:50, trying to come on. And I didn't see hardly anybody on. And then I know sometimes you'll have a problem with your phone, but it was still a lot. Several people said they were coming back at 11, and so I didn't see nobody. I came on at Brandy. Brandy was here, and I've just been waiting. It's well after it's 11:11 now. It usually be packed. It usually be packed by now. So I don't know. I'm thinking about maybe we should just lollygag today and push it back because I don't know. I haven't heard of a power outage or anything. Have you heard of a power outage anywhere? I haven't heard of a power outage or anything like that. Because I was thinking, I said, well, maybe it's a power outage somewhere, and maybe that's where everybody is at. But I haven't heard of a power outage or anything. Yeah, because I don't think there's no more than about 5 or 6 of us, 7. I don't know. Sometimes I know they can watch it on the outside, but I haven't seen a lot of people come on. Yeah, I haven't seen a lot of people come on so far. Yeah, so we'll give it another few minutes, girl. I was about to close it out, and just try to catch you. I got y'all later or something. Because like I said, I didn't see nobody on. I didn't know what was going on, so I was actually about to close it out and catch you guys later. Yeah, that's what I was thinking about doing. Yeah, but I didn't see nobody come on. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, and it's still just you and Brandy? Yeah. People who work probably make it up for the slack time from the holiday trying to play catch up. Okay. I didn't think about what was the holiday. Oh, you talking about New Year? Okay. Because I've been saying if it's the New Year, we like the 10th, 12th day of the year. So, I'm thinking maybe they haven't clocked out for lunch yet. Sometime it'd be 11:15, 11:20 before people start coming on. So they may not have clocked out for lunch yet because the holiday gone now. We finna be up on Martin Luther King holiday now, sweetie. We finna be having another holiday. When is it? Friday, Monday? Yeah. So we finna have another. So yeah, they should have. The New Year they should have been caught that up. So I don't know what's going on because some of them is just faithful. They're gonna always be on. So I thought about that, but then when I looked at the clock and we looked at the date, I'm like, this is the 12th. So they probably already made that up. So I was just trying to see what was going on now. Yeah, yeah, from Christmas to the New Year. Yeah, that could be the case. It definitely could be the case. Um, yeah, it definitely could be the case. I'm pushing. I'll probably just push this back. I'll stay on a little bit with you because it's a pretty day. It turned out to be real nice. So I'll just stay on for a few more minutes, but I may push it back because, I want to make sure, because, Chris said he was going to be on. I want to make sure everybody can get a chance. I know you can still do it and people can still catch it, but I really wanted to make sure everybody, came on live so they could ask their questions and stuff like that. So I may have to just push it back to tomorrow or try to come back on later on in the evening, like 2 o'clock or something like that, 2 p.m., 3 o'clock. Maybe I could try to come on then and teach it. Because 11 o'clock, it usually be quite a few on at the 11. But yeah, I was wondering. I came on at like 10:45 because sometimes people be ready, and I didn't get nobody. I said, well, what's going on? Yeah, and it's 11:15 now, and I've been on several times, so I'm gonna have to. It's in about 25, 30 minutes. I'm gonna have to charge my phone anyway, because I came on several times to try to, make sure I get everybody. Yeah. Well, push come to shove, what I'll probably do, I'll stay on with you for a few minutes because I ain't doing nothing really. It's kind of early for lunch. What I'll probably do is try to see if I can catch everybody back. Try to see if I can catch, but even if, 2, 3 o'clock, they right in the middle of the daytime. They right there in the middle of their work. So it might not even be a good time. It may just have to be tomorrow. Try it tomorrow. But I could come back on though. I could definitely come back on at, like 2 or 3. Yeah, if I, feel like it. If I get my little rest in between, and I could come back on, because today was supposed to be like just a teaching, but the actual biblical thing was going to be tomorrow, so I could definitely come back on and just do that. Yeah, I'm shocked. I'm kind of shocked, because you said they're making up time, but you still got your lunch hour. And so I'm kind of shocked. I'm kind of shocked because people don't usually miss their lunch. Yeah, and a lot of people work from home too. I'm just trying to shock. Probably Wednesdays and Tuesdays, but it's not nothing. Hardly anybody, on right now. So I'm kind of shocked at it. Yeah, because Chris has said he was going to be back. Because several people that we usually see on, we don't see on. So it's not quite 11:30 yet, but by the time 11:30 come, I'm like, yeah, I'm just kind of wanting to just probably just hold off on it. That's what I feel. Since several people had said that they wanted to listen to it, and so I'm just kind of. But I'm trying to hold out and just kind of see, around 11, another 5 minutes or so, because I've been on a few times just trying to make sure I get everybody. And at some point, you got to charge your phone up. So I ain't going to help about 30 minutes anyway. But I'll stay on for a few minutes and see. Come on in, everybody. I'm just trying to see if I get enough. We'll go ahead and teach it. But if not, we'll have to push it back. I know sometimes it'd be like 11:30. I don't know if I need to move the time back or what. But yeah, it's 11. You said 12:16, so it's 11:16 here. And so I came on like 10:45. You know how I do it? 10:45, 10:50. I tried 3 times. Nobody was on. I tried 3 times. I kept coming in and coming out, coming in and coming out. And finally, I caught Brandy. She was on, and I stayed with her for a couple of seconds. And then that's when you came on. I know sometimes you have a problem with your phone or whatever, so I wasn't really worried about you. I was like, where's everybody else at? Hmm. Yeah, yeah. What I'll probably end up doing is just, just try to see if we can come back a little bit later. If not later today, we just push everything back. We'll push everything back. Even if we have to go into Thursday conversation, we'll do it on Thursday. Because we don't have to do the Thursday conversation. Push come to shove, I'll just push it back. And we'll start it tomorrow. Yeah. Yeah. If I don't get a chance to make it back on today. Sometimes I feel good and I'll come back. Like I told you, I want to try to come back a third time. But you know, it's sometimes you be tired, especially when if I preach a hard message, then we do praise and worship in the morning. Sometimes I'll be like, okay, let me just rest it out, because I'm gonna tell you something right now. That 5 o'clock in the morning, command your morning. That's a lot. It's a big sacrifice, and I'm trying to do that every morning. And so, yeah, because so you have to be up like 4:30. Get set up and try to get yourself up to be ready to, then you got to shower. By 7, I'm out the door. So a lot of times it just depends on my energy, and how I feel, from the day, from that day, or what all I got done. Because I still, I'm still dealing with my Lyme disease and all the other stuff that I got going on. Yeah. Come on in, everybody. We just chit-chatting, debating whether or not we want to just push this back until we get more of everybody on that want to hear the message. Yeah, we might, if it's not this afternoon, we'll try to do it, push everything to tomorrow and see how it, comes out tomorrow. So, yeah. Okay. I didn't even know he had a story. I didn't know he had a story. I didn't know nothing about he had a story. So you been drifting in and out of sleep because you were up late. Okay. Yeah. Well, I don't usually sleep during the daytime. If I'm up, I'm up. But what I'll do, I'll just kind of lay around and rest because I know I got to go preach or something. I'll kind of lay around and just kind of rest. I don't usually go back to sleep or anything like that. So if I'm up, I'm up. When I get up at 5, I'm up. Unless I just didn't sleep or whatever situation, but I'm up. You can count on me. You need me to do something, say, hey, I need you to do something. If I'm up, I'm up. I'll try to do the best I can, but when I'm asleep, I'm asleep. Yes. So I went to bed because, like I said, I know I have that prayer in the mornings, and then I have come on here, take a shower. So when I'm up, I'm up. I know what I got to do because I've been doing that 5 o'clock command your morning now for a couple of years. I think I've been doing it for over a year now. Faithfully doing it, that command your morning with Prophet Tommy. Yeah. So I've been doing that for a while. So I kind of got used to it. But some days some mornings are worse than others. But I've been doing it for a while now. Okay. I didn't know, everybody's just getting a story. I didn't know he had nothing, had nothing going on. Okay. I like his music and stuff. I didn't know he had a story, girl. I guess so many people got one these days. But I didn't know he had a story. I know Donna McClurkin had one. I think Donna McClurkin had like a Lifetime movie. I think Donna McClurkin had a story. The Clark sisters, of course, they had a Lifetime movie. Fantasia, but a lot of people getting a story and stuff. Yeah. Okay, girl. Still, it's almost 11:30. Nobody really came on, so you might be right. Maybe some makeup time or something's going on, because this is really weird, because it's coming up on 11:30 now. My phone said 59%. Like I said, I tried to come on a couple of times, 2 or 3 times, and I didn't have it 100% charged because, I was on a long time this morning, and it takes a minute. And you be on almost a long time. Your phone take 4 or 5 hours to charge, and I had to be back on at 3 in 3 hours. So I didn't have it 100% charged. And by me coming on, and coming on, cause that took battery. And so, yeah, so that was what was going on with it. It just took a lot of battery. So yeah. Okay, girl. I don't know. I'm just still nobody really came on today. So something's up. Something that's weird. Very weird because nobody came. I mean, really, nobody came by even by now. So that's kind of weird. It's like something's up. It don't sound right. It don't sound. It don't sound right. Sound like something's up. Yeah, it don't sound like it's a legit thing. Yeah, don't really sound right. Yeah, sound like something, could definitely possibly be up. But, yeah, yeah. Okay, girl, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Well, yeah, we have made it without you. She helped him write that. Did she pay? Okay. She helped him write that song. Okay, then she passed away. Okay, I didn't know she, helped him with that song. I don't know too much. I mean, I listen to his music, but I don't too much know nothing about, Marvin Sapp. I don't know a whole lot about him. I listen to his music and stuff, but I don't know too much about him. Yeah, I do, but like I said, I listen to his music. Yeah, yeah. I'm just lollygagging with you, girl. I'm just gonna cause like I said, I mean, I'm just gonna. I decided to just push it back. Come on in, everybody. We pushing the 11 o'clock back until we just get a little bit more people on. Supposedly, I guess people are making up work time and stuff like that, and so I don't want to minister. And half of the people that missed it or whatever. So we'll just push it back to tomorrow. We just lollygagging right now. So I think that's the best thing to do. That way people that said they wanted to make it can make it. Okay, we'll try to see if we can push it back for tomorrow. So we still do 11, but if nobody's on or nobody enough people, I don't minister. I minister to, try to minister to people that want to really, really hear it. And they can't make it, sometimes I'll push it back. Yeah, it's nothing for me to push it back. So we'll try to. Come on in, everybody. I see few people trying to come on. Yes. We were supposed to have did our 11, but we didn't do it. We're going to just push it back until tomorrow, okay? Hey, February. Yes. We're pushing 11 o'clock back to tomorrow. Oh, good afternoon, sweetie. Yeah, because it's 11:30. It's 11:30 now, and a lot of people still haven't made it on. Cynthia's on, you on, and a few others are on, but 11 o'clock be packed. So we just gonna push it back. Maybe people Cynthia was saying maybe making up some work or something like that. So we just gonna push it back. Yeah, we're gonna push it back to tomorrow. Our spiritual warfare, okay? We'll just push it back to make sure we get everybody that needs to be on. Make sure we get everybody. Yeah, we'll try to push it back for tomorrow. So I'll put a short out and let people know we pushed it back, so they won't think that because sometimes people think they missed it. So I'll just tell them, you didn't miss it. We're just pushing it back. So so they won't think that they missed it. So what we'll do, we'll just push it back. Yeah. Yep. Come on in, everybody. You didn't miss anything. Monday is a lazy day. Some people are getting those taxes too. We're gonna do the same time, Isaiah. 11 o'clock. I've been doing 11 o'clock from on TikTok for years. But if we need to switch it to 11:30, I have no problem switching it to 11:30. But we've been doing 11 o'clock. I've been doing 11 o'clock for a long time, and no, it hasn't been no problem. But I don't have no problem. But once I switch it, Of course, you want people to be on, but I can switch it to 11, 11, 11, 11:15. 11, 11:20, 11, 11:30, 11:30, some 11:15. Well, even 11:15 when I came, because I came on at 10:45. So when I got it on here at 11, like 10:45, and I've been on now for about 30 minutes, I still didn't really get a whole lot of people that I thought, would have came on. So even, because I've been on now for like 25 minutes. So there's Lucia. Yeah. So maybe, yeah. Yeah, I'm going to make myself peace and when I get home from the library. Okay, sweetie, that'll be nice. That'll be nice. Hey, Felix. Yes. Yeah, we're just, yeah, no problem. I know you do, sweetie. I'll just, like I told Cynthia, me and Cynthia have been on for about 20 minutes, well, about 15 minutes. I was on by myself, but Brandy came on. And so, y'all know when I say 11, it's 11. I try to expect most everybody to be on because I know y'all have a lunchtime, and I've been doing 11, like I said, for a long time. And, everybody has been saying it's been a good time. It hasn't been a bad time. And I know it's just one day, so it's no big deal, but I just want to make sure if that's a good time because, when it's not working out and nobody's on, then, of course I, have to push it back or whatever. We'll do it later or something like that. And, and I see a lot of people now are starting to just come on. But, okay, I'm going to try to go ahead and do it. Let me just go ahead and read out what I got because I see a few other people are starting to come on. Okay, you guys, we're going to go ahead and do it. Go ahead and knock it out. Our spiritual warfare. I don't see Chris, but maybe he'll come on a little bit later because my phone is getting dead. And I'm going to go ahead and do it. I see a few more people starting to come in. So let me go ahead and do it, okay? Okay, just FYI, you guys, it's 11 o'clock, okay? 11 o'clock, 10:45, 10:50. I'll try to come on early just to see, just get everybody, speak to people, all the new people. I'll try to kind of come on early. So, but it's 11 o'clock during the week, okay? If the majority want me to change it, I'll change it. But it's got to be the majority. Like several people saying, please, can you change it? Can you change it? And I expect you guys to show up. But I've been doing 11 for a long time, okay? And you guys have been faithful. I'm just throwing it out there because when I don't see you, you don't need me preaching to two people, me and Cynthia. It's crazy. And so many people want to get the word, okay? And so I just want to throw that out there. I'm going to go ahead and do it because I see a few more of you guys come on. I'm going to go ahead and do it and it'll be loaded up, okay, on the page. Maybe Chris will catch it a little bit later and some of the other people that want to catch it, okay? We talked this morning about the 2026 spiritual warfare increase. This is what I feel like God was giving to me in my spirit of what's going to be going on in 2026. Now, this is a little bit different from what Joshua Giles was talking about, what we can expect around the world, the economy, and all that stuff. This is specifically spiritual warfare. This is spiritual warfare. And then, of course, we all should know what it is. I'm not here to go and do the basic of it. We all should know what spiritual warfare is. But if I need to teach on it some more, just let me know. But this is like a advanced level, like what it is. And I'm going to share with you what I felt in my spirit that the Lord is saying. And even around, as we saw in 25, as we came into 26, we can see some things shifting. And we can see some spiritual warfare was that as we crossed over, it just started to be increased as we crossed over. And I don't know if a lot of you saw that. We had stuff going on in the world, and even in our own individual lives. So I'm talking about the 2026 spiritual warfare increase in our own individual lives and also around the world, but more so in our own individual lives. So it's like a warning. It's like a warning for us to be, on alert in 2026. And we already know that Joshua Giles has talked about some of these things, but he talked about it on a worldwide scale. But I want to share with you today on these things more so on an individual scale to what to be alerted for in 2026 and just have your discernment up because the enemy is so busy. It's so busy right now. Okay, he's so busy. So in 2026, it's spiritual warfare, especially the increase in witchcraft. Okay, I've been listening to a lot of prophetic people, and plus, Lord has really gave me a lot of knowledge of this witchcraft, and this is, witchcraft, witches, warlocks. This is not only just in our churches when we hear this going on, but in our communities, in our families. Okay, so we have to be on our P's and Q's, canceling out these things, these evil, things, demonic things. So we know that this is really big. We've heard a lot of this going on. Expect this to increase. I know you said, wow, more. But yes, expect to increase the witches and warlocks in the churches around our communities. Expect this because the 2026 is going to be the year of the shift of the wealth transfer, blessings and things we're going on. But it's also going to be some bad things happening. And so as we get blessed, other stuff going to be starting to happen out too. Okay, so we know we've been in a lot of exposure, hidden things coming to light. And when that starts to happen too, you see a lot of witchcraft because the devil always wants to keep stuff hidden. And so expect that to expect the rise of it around you. You'd have to have your discernment because this is going to be starting to expect around you, your family, friends, community, jobs. So expect this, the changes, attitude. You know the fruit by the tree. So you're going to see a rise in this. And and number 2, Jezebel. Oh boy, y'all know the assignment I've been on. And so we see Jezebel on a rise right now, just so rise. And what do we mean by Jezebel? We know who she was. We're going to see the rise of sexual sin, open marriage, perversion. We did a message on that not too long ago. Homosexuality, we know that that's always been here, but you're going to see a rise. When I say a rise in this, and people just going to be coming out of the blue. I'm this, I'm that. Family, friends, everybody. So this is, just like I said, expect this to see in your individuality around your community, around your family, around yourself. And this is something that we need to be praying against. Okay, but this is the rise in the Jezebel spirit. This is something that's already been here, but it's going to be a rise in it. It's going to be a rise. And why? Because God is getting ready to bless his people, and all these things are going to come up. And they're already here. We already see all this, but it's going to be a rise in it. And I want you to be aware of it because when you start experiencing this around your community, your family, you're going to say, oh, Prophetess Lewis show told us about this. It's coming. It's coming out. Okay. It's coming out. It's coming out. Okay. 3, religious beliefs. What we see going on in the world today. We see people just the fighting and all this going on around the world. And even in our communities, expect this to rise. Expect this to rise. We had somebody say, what do we do if protest is in our community or whatever? So religious beliefs. So expect opinions. Get away from protests. Be safe in your homes and lock your door if it don't apply to you. If they're in your street, down your block, just go in your house, close the door, and pray. Okay, but religious beliefs, not just around the world, it's going to rise up in our own communities. Okay, people, different opinions and different things and different that. And it's okay for people to press, but you see violent or anything happening in your neighborhood or in your community, you just go in your home and you just be safe. Okay, get out of the way of it. Okay. 4, self-identity issues. This is also kind of linked with the Jezebel spirit, but there's a rise in us not understanding who we are in Jesus Christ, and we kind of can be depressed, not knowing what we're here to do, and not knowing who we are due to maybe just stress, maybe abuse, maybe stuff that's going on, trauma in your family, in your life. And sometimes those self-identity issues can raise his head up, okay? So we need to be careful that we stay in the Word of God, get yourself surrounded, connected in a church environment, so you don't allow yourself to get into depression and allow the devil to whisper in your ear that you're not worthy, you're not So you need to make sure you don't get into those self-identity issues where you don't know who you are in Christ Jesus and not get back into the world. So I see this rising up so much because our young people really does need help in who they are, who God is calling them to be. And we need to be there as the saints to just help them and pull them up. But there is going to be a rise in self-identity with our young people. We need to pray and we need to just, ask God to just be with them because, we all have dealt with this at some point in our life. Lord, what you call them, who you calling me to be, how so we need to make sure we surround ourselves around them. Okay. Mockery. Okay. This is the Leviathan spirit on a loose, just like the Jezebel. We have seen a rise in mockery so much. And unfortunately, it's going to continue because as we are getting ready for this shift, there's a boldness in the spirit. There's a boldness in the spirit, and that boldness is coming from the devil. And he's out here just doing some of any and everything. So we see a rise like we've never seen before in the mockery, twisting of the word, doing whatever they want to do. The Bible said don't do this, they do that. The Bible says don't do that. And it's just a big fake, hypocrites. Hypocrites, that's the bottom line. That's all it is. This is in our families. This is in our community. This is everywhere. But we're going to see a rise in this mockery. A lot of you probably are seeing it in your job place. You're going to see it everywhere. This is the Leviathan spirit twisting and making things seem to be okay when the Bible says it's not okay. And so it's turning everything around and saying, oh, yeah, it's okay to do this, it's okay to do that, when the Lord said it's not okay to do it. Okay, so you're going to see that. You're going to see that twisting of the spirit. So you're going to see that mockery. Okay, and so it's gonna rise, you guys. It's gonna rise. I mean, this has been so big, and usually when the devil do stuff like this, he does it in the hidiness. He don't do it in the opening, but we see him doing it now in the open. We see this coming out in the open. So he's doing this kind of stuff in the open. He's not doing it like shady, on the side. He's doing this stuff right now in the open. So we see this. We see this rise in this right in front of our face, this mockery. Okay, so what we do about it, we just cancel it by the power of the blood of Jesus. Stand for Christ. Stand for the right thing. Stand for Christ. It's because we're gonna see it, and you just stand for the things that you know is right. Okay, because it's gonna happen, and we're gonna see it. Okay, so you just stand for what is right, and you don't let nobody get to you, and you just stand for what you know is right. Okay, but you're gonna see mockery. You're gonna see it like you've never seen it before. And so when you see it, you just continue to just cancel it out by the power of the blood of Jesus, and you just you continue to just cancel it out. But you're gonna see it at a level that like you never have seen mockery before. Okay, it's rising up, you guys. I can't believe the boldness that we've seen in the world today when it comes to mockery. And so you're going to see that persecution. All these things are spiritual warfare, and you have to have discernment to know what you're dealing with. Okay, we know that persecution is on the rise. We know that we see it everywhere in our families, around in our community, on our job. So this is spiritual warfare. We know that persecution is in the word. We know that this stuff is in the word, and you just stand strong, ignore it as much as you can. Don't get involved in tit for tat and try to try to prove yourself to anybody. It ain't worth arguing over. It ain't worth fighting over. You just you ignore it. You ignore it. So if you experience any type of persecution and arguing or anything like that, you just kind of ignore it and do your own thing, okay? But that does happen. We do see that a lot. So I just want to remind you and let you know that these are the things that's going to be a rise. We already seen it in the world, but as the Lord, the Lord gave me these. Because we already seen it, but it's going to be, I'm telling you guys, mark my word, it's going to be worse. It's going to be worse. So we're talking about 2026 spiritual warfare increase. Why I'm sharing this with you? You need to know how to pray. You need to know how to pray, and how to pray against these things, okay? We're going to go over them again. Number one, the witchcraft. In the church, around us, the family, whatever. Number two, Jezebel spirit, the rise of sexuality, open marriage, perversion, homosexuality. All this is just going to be coming up on the rise, and this is going to be something that you're going to see more so in your around you. You can notice it, okay? Notice it because it's going to start being like around you. It's not just going to be, it's not going to be, not this. It's going to be also around you. So you need to make sure you notice it, okay? And so so when you see that, you notice it. So yeah, religious beliefs. We talked about that. Self-identity. Just making sure you understand who you are. Staying covered in the blood. Reading your word, so you don't fall into the world of singing and your friends and doing what everybody else do. It's going to be your blessings, but Satan's going to be busy trying to catch each and everybody he can. Okay, so make sure you stay in the word. Mockery. We know that this has just been big. I don't know about you, but I've seen this the last 2 years like I never thought I would ever see it. And I've seen it in front of my own face. So we seeing this, it's going to continue, going to rise up. Because the devil is mad. The devil is mad because God's getting ready to bless his people. And so he's just doing some of any and everything. So be mindful of that. And then the last thing, which we probably have all experienced, is persecution. Okay, so you're going to see that rise in persecution. Okay, so we've all have experienced that, on the channel. Y'all have seen it. And what we do, we just ignore it, right? We ignore it, put the word on them, and just kind of keep going by our business. We just ignore it, right? We don't say anything. We just ignore it. When we see stuff like that, we just ignore it. Okay, and that's the best thing you can do is just ignore it. Okay, and so I just want to make sure you understand that. So this is going to be saved. I'm glad I was able to go ahead and do it. It's going to be saved on the channel. Again, this is the 2026 Spiritual Warfare Increase. These are the things the Lord showed me. So we're going to get more into these tomorrow in some scripture. And how do we know about prayer, but what else God is telling us we need to do. And concerning this, we're going to get into that tomorrow, okay? We'll get into it tomorrow and what God is saying that we need to do concerning, this spiritual warfare and what 2026 is going to be looking like and what we should be aware of and know about. So we'll get more into that tomorrow, okay? But I wanted to go ahead and give you this because this is the basics, but this is something that really we need to know and be aware of. So you're not, what's going on? You're not, freaking out when all these things start to happen because Prophetess Lewis already said it's spiritual warfare. Okay, so I wanted to make sure you understand it. So this can go back, write these down if you didn't have a pen or paper because we weren't sure we were going to do it. You'll go back and write all these down, okay, and go over them, pray about them, and we'll get more into them tomorrow. Lord's will, okay? We'll get more into it and what God is saying about it tomorrow, okay? Okay, you guys, thanks for everybody for trying to come on. I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to do it, but I'm going to go ahead and get off because I know my battery is low. And so we'll get more into that tomorrow. Friday, we got the, if you want to receive the power of speaking in tongues, we'll be doing that, a special prayer. A special prayer on Friday. Okay, if you want to receive the evidence of speaking in tongues, okay, we'll be doing that Friday, a special prayer. Friday, the evidence of speaking in tongues, okay? That's going to be on Friday. Communion on Friday, fasting on Thursday. Look for that flyer, okay? I will be putting it out, okay? Putting it out. We do have communion this week. And then we have fasting Thursday evening, okay? Okay, you guys, I'm glad I was able to do it. Glad I was able to go ahead and get this word in at 11 o'clock Central Time. Okay, sometimes I'll come on a little early. I may just wait till like 10:50, 10:55. But 11, you guys know I'm on, or sometimes I'm I'm on a little early. Okay. Okay, y'all have a great day. Great day, and I'm glad I was able to get this. Okay. Thank you. Y'all be good. And go charge this phone up, okay? Y'all have a great one. Be safe out there. Bye. See y'all later.